Good afternoon, class. How are you today? That's great to hear. Okay, so we are going to start our class with a prayer. So, Jana, can you please lead a prayer? Thank you very much. Okay, so before we start, let me check your attendance first. So, can I request the secretary to please list down the names of those who are present here and those who are absent today. And I'm going to collect the list later on. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to group you into 4 groups. In these groupings, this will be your permanent groups till the end of the discussion. So this will be the group 1, there will be the group 2, here will be the group 3, and there will be the group 4. Okay, so I have here an incentive chart. Okay, so this incentive chart is what we call fill in your ice cream. So what you're going to do for you to have these points is you must have a participation in any activities, and you must have answer any questions that I will be giving to you. So is that clear, class? Okay, that's great. But before that, I'm going to tell you that the group who have the most ice cream will have a reward afterwards. Okay, very good. So this will be the legend. The blue one will be 20 points. 15 points is the pink one. 10 points the yellow one, and the 8 points is the green one. Okay. So I have here a review. Okay, so in this instance, we're going to have an activity. For me to test if you really have remembered the topic on a previous day. So, are you ready? That's great. So, all you have to do is get 1/4 sheet of paper and answer the following questions. Okay, so I will going to give you 2 minutes to answer the questions. Okay, time's up. Time's up. So, pass your papers. Okay, thank you very much. So, your scores indicated that you really have learned on the previous topic. So, are you ready for another discussion? That's great to hear. So, I have here, and let's have another activity. So this activity is what we call assemble me. So the instruction is assemble the letters to get the exact words. After that, choose one representative each group to give their understanding on the assembled words. So are you ready? Okay, so I'll give you these papers. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. Okay, so all you have to do is to assemble that word. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to assemble the words, and 1 minute and another 1 minute to discuss your answers. Okay, so your timer starts now. Okay, time's up. Time's up. So, what you have, can you please present your answers here in front? Okay, very good. That's great too. That's great. So you really have answered the assembled words correctly. So now, by the activity, what do you think our topic for today? Yes, Jessel. Oh, you've got a point. So our topic for today is all about oral literature and folk tales, exploring the oral traditions and storytelling practices of pre-colonial Filipinos using various reading styles. Okay. So before we proceed to our next before we proceed to our discussion, let me first introduce to you our learning objectives. So everyone, can you please read the learning objectives? Okay, very good. So by that, let's have another activity. So are you excited, class? That's good to hear. So this activity is what we call context clue exploration. So what you're going to do is in your group, you're going to read and find context clues in the given passage that contains unfamiliar words or phrases by inserting them in the given text. I will give you 5 minutes to do the task, and the first group who can finish first will receive other points. Each group should choose one representative to present their output. So are you ready, class? Okay, let's start. So before I'm going to give you the reading passages, so I have here guide questions to be presented to you. So first is, so can you please read? Okay, that's good. So for you to be guided in reading the passage, please take note about these guide questions. Okay. So here's your paper, group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Okay, so your timer starts now. Time's up. So group 1, can you please present your activity here in front? Very good. Let's give them 7 million clap. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million. Congratulations. Next group, group 2, can you please present your presentation? Very good. So let's give them a round of applause. Let's give them 5 million clap. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. Congratulations. Next is group 3. Can you please present your activity? That's great. Awesome. So let's give them 7 million clap. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million. Congratulations. And the last group, group 4. Can you please present it here in front? Magnificent. So you really have nailed it, huh? So let's give them 10 million claps. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, 9 million, and 10 million claps. So let's give ourselves a brownie clap for completing the task. Okay, so how was the activity, class? Okay, that's good to hear. So I will going to give questions about it. So let's check if you really have answered correctly the guide questions. So number 1, what was the plot or the main idea all about? Yes, Fuentes. Okay, very good. Your answer is correct. So the main idea of the plot is depicts bravery, sacrifice, heroism, justice, love, romance, relationship, journey, and friendship, which is reflected to our trait, attitude, and values. Okay, so let's see if you really have answered correctly the second question in the guided questions. Who are the main characters of this story? Yes, Mirafuentes. Okay, very good. You really have listened, or you really have understood what you have read. So the characters of the story are Don Juan, Panganiban, Namongan, Lam-ang, Ines, Kanoyan. So they are the main characters of the story. Next is, what are the functions of a context clue in a sentence? Yes, Aldous. Very good. So the function of the context clue in a sentence is they are used to help readers understand ambiguous words in a sentence. So they are like a reflection of what they are referring to. So that's it. So let's proceed to the different reading styles. Okay, so can you everyone please read the skimming? Thank you very much. So Miss Lansang, do you have any information or idea what is skimming all about? Very good. So skimming is, yes, skimming is reading the text quickly for you to get the main idea or the general overview of the text. Next is scanning. Can you please read? Very good. Scanning is, yes, Angelica? Okay, that's great. So scanning is reading the text rapidly for you to get the specific information inside a text. That's great. Next is speed reading. Everyone please read. Yes, Makalisa. Okay, very good. So speed reading is reading the text rapidly to process or rapidly recognizing the text without taking your focus on it. So even though you are reading quickly, you are also understanding the text. So yes, that's it. Even though reading, so the focus. So last is intensive reading. Everyone please read. Okay, that's great. So intensive reading is all about reading closely. It focuses on depth understanding. Intensive reading requires comprehension above speed. So by that, even though the text is very complex, you're going to use the intensive reading technique for you to get the main overview or a specific text inside the information. So that's great. Okay, so by that, let's have another activity. So this activity is what we call, what's your purpose? So can you ever please read the instruction? So for the group 1, I will be providing you with a short passage and a list of questions. You must quickly scan the text to find specific information that the questions are asking you to. Okay, is that clear? Okay, for the group 2, I will be giving you a longer text and you are going to skim through it and get a general understanding of the main ideas, key points, and overall structure. So group 2, did you get it? Okay, that's great. So for the group 3, you are going to read a given text while maintaining comprehension in a certain period of time. And you must have one representative to explain what you have read to see if you really have understood what you've read. So is that understandable? Okay, very good. So for the group 4, I will going to assign a longer and more complex text. You are going to read it carefully and critically analyze the content, language, and structure of the text. I will going to provide guiding questions and prompts to facilitate your understanding and interpretation of the text. So, did you get the instruction, class? Okay, very good. It's good to hear. So, before I will going to give you the reading passages, let's have our rubrics first. So, first is knowledge. presentation skills, and cooperation. So, knowledge is when you demonstrate a deep understanding of the subject matter, and presentation skills is engage the audience with confident and dynamic delivery, and all the groups, cooperation for when the all the group members cooperate on the said activity. So, are you ready for the activity, class? That's good. Okay, so I'll be giving you 5 minutes to complete the task. So, group 1, here's your passage. Group 2, group 3, and group 4. So, your timer starts now. Okay, group 1, time's up. Okay, group 1, can you please present your activity here in front? Okay, thank you very much, Miss Down. Okay, so for the okay, so for the knowledge, they demonstrated an understanding of the subject matter. So they've got 15 points. So, for the presentation skills, they engage the audience with confident and dynamic delivery. So, I'm going to give them 10 points. Okay, so congratulations everyone for completing the activity. So, let's give ourselves a brand new clap. So, in this instance, I'm going to give you an activity for me to see if we really have learned something in our discussion. So, are you ready, class? Okay, so please give 1/2 sheet of crosswords and answer the questions. Answer the following questions in front. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 minutes to answer the questions. Okay, so your timer starts now. Okay. Can you pass the papers in front? Very good. So, I have seen that you really have understood our topic for today. So, I'm going to give you an assignment. So, please read the assignment. Research a poem on the internet and read it. After that, note the important details of the poem and summarize it using the different reading styles: the skimming, scanning, speed reading, and intensive reading. So, write it in a 1/2 sheet of paper, and you are going to pass it by the next meeting. So, did you get the assignment, class? Okay, so I guess that's it for today. Goodbye, class.